Hey guys, I want to go over FET, AGIX, and OCEAN here in this video, and let's take a look at all three. Now I know they're going to all merge, and I'm not sure when that's going to be, but I think it is soon. Now we're looking at FET AI here, and as you can see on the 4-hourly chart, it is having kind of a rough time lately, and it's maybe coming up to kind of a resistance point here. Because if I put a line here, you will see that there are a lot of supports and resistances here at this point in time. So you can see here, this was support. Here it was just kind of slicing in and out, but support all through here. And here was resistance. Here was support. A lot of support here. Some support here, then it became resistance. So right here, it's at a point in time where it just needs to get through this area. And once it gets through that area, probably the next real resistance, actually it's probably a zone, let's say. Let me just mark another line here, because again, you do have a point where you have a lot of resistances and supports. So, you can see this was support, basically resistance here. You had resistance over here, resistance here, so resistance over here. I mean, basically it's got to get through about this 4 or 5 cent zone. After that, I think that the next, logical point is going to be up here at about $2.50, because you can see there's a lot of support here, also a resistance point. Now let me put this on the daily chart, see if this kind of lines up with anything. A little bit. Now we do have, after this $2.50, yeah, you can see it kind of, this area does kind of support and resistance here. Okay. So yeah, that's a good point, I would say. But we have about a 4 cent, zone to get through, and then get to $2.50. But basically, $3 is the next point, and you do have this Fibonacci here at about 307. So again, you're going to have kind of a zone here, at about a 7 cent zone that it's going to have to kind of push through eventually, to get up to all-time highs once again. After that, you're pretty much free, and let's see where this Fibonacci can take us. Now, it looks like it's almost at the top of the Fibonacci here. And, Fetch has been one of the best performers of this bull market, but I don't think it's going to top out where you just saw here at like $5. Yeah, just under $5. I do believe Fetch can go higher. AI is going to go higher in general. So we'll see. But if I had to guess, I would say that Fetch probably will go to about $10, maybe $12. 7 or 8 if it's kind of a disappointing bull run. So we'll see. Now let's take a quick look at OCEAN. I mean, it's kind of a similar pattern here. If we put it back on the 4-hour, you kind of see how it just kind of trends down here. So basically, guys, it's going to have to do pretty much the same thing. I think it's coming up to an area again, and you can see if I would draw a line here, it's going to be pretty much the same. Let me just go ahead and mark that. I'll put it right about here. And yeah, support, resistance, supports. I mean, it almost looks the same. Like, it's just a, different dollar amount. But basically, there's going to be a zone. And that zone for OCEAN is going to be probably like here. So it's going to be like a little bit smaller zone, like a 2 cent zone here. But once it pushes through that, basically $1.03 is your next zone. And then you have the $1.10. And then I believe that's all-time highs again. So I think that's. Let me just kind of zoom out real quick. Yeah. Oh no, it was much higher. Yeah. Okay, I'm mistaken. Okay. Yeah. So we do have, you know, like $1.21, $1.25, $1.37 already marked out here. So we'll see. Yeah, it's got to get through this zone though first, and then like I said, $1.03, then $1.10. Then we've broken above this whole range here, and that'll look much better basically. Now, if I go to AGIX, guys, it's the same chart basically. These are just kind of mirroring each other. And again, if I'm going to draw a line, I'm going to put it about probably about right here. It got rejected, as you can see, right on that line. You know, this is the 4-hour chart again, keep in mind. Now, there isn't so much of a zone here. Let me see. I mean, maybe we can say this zone is about right here. It's only about a penny though. It's a little bit smaller zone, and you know, and then basically I think AGIX. What was the high of AGIX here? Okay, it was higher too, but I think we'll enter basically into this zone, and we'll probably not have too much resistance here. You might have some small resistance around $1.10. It looks like. I can go ahead and mark that off. You can see that there was resistance and supports all along here. Resistance, you know, support, resistance and support. We got rejected, you know, about a week ago here. So, yeah, I think that's going to be small. That's not going to be really much to worry about. Yeah, I mean, there's not much volume up here, guys. So this is basically what you're looking at. You're looking at this small penny zone we got to get through. Then probably a small resistance at $1.10 for AGIX, and I keep drawing like random lines here, so let me stop that, and then $1.39. So Bitcoin at the moment, quickly, at the moment, I was just showing this chart on another video, that's why it was, you know, zoomed up, but anyways, guys, it is kind of getting a little bit of a dump right now. Yeah, you can see in the last 15 minutes or so on the 15-minute candle, it kind of dumped just a small amount. It's not a huge dump, but we're talking about, you know, a few hundred bucks. So we'll see what it does today, but it did manage yesterday to close above this support, which is good. I have it marked at 68.3 here on this PC. I think on my second PC it has like 68.4 or something like this. Doesn't really matter. It's only a few dollars, you know, I think difference. You know, we have a chance to make a cup still if we can move up today and maybe the next day, because like I said before, you do see a lot of patterns where you have a pump, pull back, and it kind of looks like a cup, but then you have to break this, you know, neckline. So we'll see what we can do today. Hopefully we can get that little bit of a pump and start this little cup. And, you know, I think if we break that neckline, you're going somewhere to new all-time highs, at least maybe 75, could be 80,000, but that would be, I think, pushing it. But I think probably at least somewhere 73, 74, maybe even 75,000 with Bitcoin. Anyways, guys, that's what I got for you with Fetch AI. Like I said, zone to clear here. Same with Ocean, small zone, and with AGIX, an even smaller zone to clear here. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.